From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Wednesday, December 5th. I'm Mike Ludlum. It's always nice to get a chance to see a state football champion, how they bounce back to the basketball season. Well, this was Rapid River's first attempt last night as they hosted the Norway Knights. We'll pick up the action in quarter number 2. Norway jumped out to a 12-3 lead. Rockets need a little more time for warming up. And that is a basket by Mitchell Legrave to make it 14-3. Cody Hendricks' pass was intercepted. Tyler Sundling puts it up and in, and the foul. Rockets back on the board, but trail 14-6. Errant pass, Sam Orth to Sundling. Sets up Brent Lundquist for the easy 2. And Norway's lead is reduced to 14-8. Knights respond on the next possession. Legrave to Cody Hendricks for the bucket. But Rapid has a quick answer on the other end. Sundling, Orth, Lundquist for 3. Norway immediately comes right back as Hendricks will find Goss to Legrave for the reverse layup. Rockets half-court trap leads to success. Sundling with the steal. He'll flip it over to Nathan Olson for the basket. But that first quarter is a little too much as the Knights galloped back home with a 47-45 victory. 3 girls games last night. Battle of Alger County went to Munising, 66-23. 4 players in double figures for the Mustangs. Rudyard 44, Manistee 31. And Pickford defeated Harbor Springs 58-47. Community college basketball, Alpena visiting Bay. And Menominee's Marcus McKinney takes his defender right to the hoop and good for 2 of his 13 points. Kobe Barnes to Alfonso Fields, the jumper, 2 of his 12. Move to the second half. Ryan Robinette of Escanaba, backdoor move to Christian Alexander, and this one's going down with authority. He had 13 points, and the Norse were in cruise control. Ryan Art with a layup. He had 16. Logan Hardwick with a basket as well. 7 players in double figures for the Norse, and they run away from the Lumberjacks 113-91. Earlier in the women's game between the Lumberjills and Lady Norse, late first quarter, Munising's Kelsey Ackerman backdoor to Norway's Jordan Kramer for the easy hoop. Kramer led the Lady Norse with 23. Then Jordan Belleville of St. Ignace with a miss and a make. She had half a dozen. Move to the second half. Kramer after a steal with the spin move and the lefty layup. And the Norse were pulling away as well. Keisha Davis with the bucket here. She's from St. Ignace. Bay goes on to win 87-60. Munising's Kelsey Ackerman buried 4 triples for a dozen points for the Lady Norse. On the scoreboard in community college hoops, Skogibic women defeated Mesabi Range 55-45, but the Sampsons fell to Mesabi Range 76-54. The Upper Peninsula dominates the WCHA Players of the Month for November. Michigan Tech forward Jake Lucchini helped vault the Huskies into the national rankings, 20th, leading the league with 6 goals and 7 assists for 13 points. The Huskies co-captain also assisted on the two-game winning strikes, helping the Huskies to a 6-2-1 mark. NMU goalie Atte Tolvanen paced the league goaltenders in games and starts, 9 minutes, more than 534, saves, 227, and a couple of shutouts. He had a .930 save percentage and a 1.91 goals against average. Lake Superior State's Colin Sakamen emerged as one of the top blue liners in November. He had a couple of assists and 5 goals and contributed 15 blocked shots. Also for the Lakers, Jacob Nordqvist led the league freshman with 6 assists and 2 goals, and he had 1 game-winning goal. His efforts helped Lake Superior State earn wins over then number 12 Michigan and then number 10 Bowling Green as the Lakers returned to the national rankings for the first time in 2 years. The Westwood High School swimming and diving team is young this year, but they have a coach with a lot of worldly experience. TV6's Alex Klein has a look at this year's Patriots and what they hope to accomplish.
You come in to coach, it's like you get a chunk of coal, you know, and you first year, second year, and third year, and you try to turn that into a diamond.
This year, Milton Braga has a lot of coal, with only a handful of seniors on the team. But despite the inexperience, the Patriots still have some lofty goals for the season.
Last year, we did well. We just got to move up a little bit more on the stands, have more single kids qualified for single events on the UP, and continue pushing forward.
All goals that can be accomplished with a former Olympic diver as their coach. Milton Braga competed in the 1976 and 1980 Summer Games, and he's brought that Olympic attitude here to Westwood.
He's super just energetic. He's always ready to go. He's a little strict. He doesn't want any slack on the team, which is good for us. We need that like structure.
His one quote is, "Hate me now, thank me later," because he knows that in the end, we're going to be good.
Last year, Westwood had 3 athletes make the all-UP swimming and diving teams in Braga's first year back as head coach, after an opportunity at Northern Michigan University. The Patriots are glad to have him back.
I'm really excited for this entire season, and I know that we're going to have a lot of improvement this year and just a lot of growth, and I couldn't be happier.
And when the season ends, Braga hopes to have some polished diamonds.
By the end of 4 years, they'd accomplished something that they never thought they could accomplish. And that's my goal, to make them feel better and better. Use the swim as an example for life. If you work hard and you put your heart into it, you can do whatever you want.
The Patriots' first meet of the season is this Thursday in the Westwood Natatorium, beginning at 4 p.m.
And speaking of Westwood, the Patriots have a pair of players that were named by the Associated Press to the All-State football team in Division 5 and 6. First team for Sam Gillis as a lineman, and honorable mention for Blake Hewitt as a lineman.